Hey there, so lesson 19, and I gotta say, it is a gorgeous day out. And we got snow yesterday, and so I wish I could flip the camera really easily, but it's not that easy. And I don't want to show you any of the mess in between here in my window, but I'm really excited for lesson 19 today. And so here we go. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. The idea for today is obviously the reason why your seeing does not affect you alone. You will notice that at times the ideas related to thinking precede those related to perceiving, while at other times the order is reversed. The reason is that the order does not matter. Thinking and its results are really simultaneous, for cause and effect are never separate. Today we are again emphasizing the fact that minds are joined. This is rarely a wholly welcome idea at first, since it seems to carry with it an enormous sense of responsibility and may even be regarded as an invasion of privacy. Yet it is a fact that there are no private thoughts. Despite your initial resistance to this idea, you will yet understand that it must be true if salvation is possible at all, and salvation must be possible because it is the will of God. The minute or so of mind searching which today's exercises require is to be undertaken with eyes closed. The idea for today is to be repeated first, and then the mind should be carefully searched for the thoughts it contains at that time. As you consider each one, name it in terms of the central person or theme it contains, and holding it in your mind as you do so, say, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about fill in the blank. The requirement of as much indiscriminateness as possible in selecting subjects for the practice periods should be quite familiar to you by now, and will no longer be repeated each day, although it will occasionally be included as a reminder. Do not forget, however, that random selection of subjects for all practice periods remains essential throughout. Lack of order in this connection will ultimately make the recognition of lack of order in miracles meaning to you. Apart from the as-needed application of today's idea, at least 3 practice periods are required, shortening the length of time involved if necessary. Do not attempt more than 4. So a realization I had while reading this is that I think I'm going to write down the instructions as far as the thoughts that need to be practiced and repeated. And I'm also going to have a little post-it note that I'll put on that thought. Do it with your eyes closed or eyes open. And I think that's going to help me actually get these practice periods in. So that will be cool. And then my thoughts about this experience, when I read through it prior to this reading, I instantly had a person come to mind. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about fill in the blank, and somebody came to mind, and it kind of made me smile, because I realized that there is a lot of consensus about the thoughts about this person, and then my mind shifted to another person, and that also made me smile because I realized there's consensus of thought about that person. And then I quickly thought of another person, and it made me smile again at how easily it was to recognize that there is consensus of thought about that person, almost as if whether there's an identity to that person or a public persona of how they portray themselves in public. It's funny because I love each one of these people, family and friends, and we each just have this energy about us that is commonly agreed upon through observation by the people that love the person, and so it was just interesting to see how each person is kind of a unique player in this experience of life. So that was my experience so far. I get to do it a few more times today. I'm excited to continue to try this one. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your experiences as you do this exercise, and please go ahead and leave me a comment. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.